What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back for another video. So we're starting off this one inside the cockpit of the Golf R. Now, based on the last video that I posted, it was a very mixed emotions when it came to revealing this car. I'm not gonna lie, I lost a few subscribers, but you know, it is what it is. But I think some people kind of misunderstood this car and why I bought this car. So let me get that out of the way kind of before we begin with basically the rundown of this car, what she has done to her, and what we're going to be doing. So when I bought this car, I wasn't looking for a race car build, guys. I think a lot of people were expecting me, I guess, to buy another Skyline, and that wasn't the point of me selling the R33. It's not that I sold the R33 for a Golf R. That's not how it went. If I was gonna sell the R33 for something like an R34, that would have been different, but that wasn't the case. Right now, I was just purely looking for a good daily driver, meaning a car that's just kind of good at everything. So that doesn't include kind of a race car build. Now, there will be a race car build back on the channel, but that's not what this car is supposed to be. This is my daily driver to get me by until we bring something else to the channel. So I think some people were upset about that, thinking, you know, they were expecting a Skyline, I guess, but obviously I sold the R33. It's hard to top that, so unfortunately, this is what we have, but I will say I am loving this car so far. Now, I'm not gonna spend the whole video today comparing this to the R33 because obviously you can't do that. It's not even close to the same thing. So the R33 is gone. Let's get that out of the mind for right now. I just want to focus on the Golf R. Now, there are obviously, I went over the reasons why I bought it in the other video, but just to recap, you know, this is kind of just the perfect all-around car. It's basically a sleeper. I honestly like it because it is such a sleeper. This car, to the average person, you have no idea what it is, but it's still so fast and it is fun to drive. It's obviously more digital, obviously being a new car than, you know, some older cars are more enjoyable to drive, and plus I have the DSG, which maybe takes a little bit away from it, but right now I'm sitting in traffic, guys, and I spend a lot of time sitting in traffic, so automatic was kind of the way to go, plus the DSG is just a great transmission. Besides that, the interior is just so nice. The sound system is great. There have been some comments about reliability issues, but I did quite a bit of research, and it seems like the newer MK7 and up Golfs have a lot fewer problems than, say, older Volkswagens like people are used to. Now, we'll see. I mean, this car is still under warranty for the next like 4 years, so there is that, but hopefully we don't run into too many issues. But I've never owned a German car before, so I figured it was a good opportunity to get in one and see what they're all about. And you know what? If I have a bad experience with this car, I just won't buy another one. It is really childish, but but yeah, it does do the pops and bangs in sport mode. You just downshift and oh god, the torque is just great. It doesn't really get old. Now, clearly, it does not sound nearly as good as the GTR did, okay? It doesn't sound as good as my Subaru did or as the GTST did. It's a Volkswagen. So, yeah. But the pops and bangs do give you something to kind of hold on to, since the exhaust isn't that great sounding. But this car is really not loud. You hear that? It's doing all by itself. It's great. But yeah, so it gives you kind of something to hold on to without having the super loud or super good sounding exhaust. It's just loud enough where it sounds really good on throttle. And this car has the APR exhaust on it, so it's great because it's very quiet when you're just kind of cruising around, but as soon as you get on it, those valves open up, and it actually sounds pretty good under full load. Alright, so it is that part of the video where we are going to talk about what's actually done to this car and kind of why I went out of my way to get this car. So, like I said, on the exterior, it's great because this car is bone stock, minus the tint. It actually does have a PPF on the whole front half of the car, which you can't see, but that was definitely an added bonus because it's something I would do anyway. It's got it on the mirrors, the bumper, the hood, fenders, all that kind of good stuff on the front of the car. Believe it or not, this car was owned by a shop owner who was an APR dealer. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, who are new to the Volkswagen scene or Audi, whatever, APR is a parts manufacturer that puts a lot of high quality parts out for these cars. So him being a dealer, he got obviously a discount on those parts. And well, let's just say it has kind of all of the parts. That's right. When I say all the parts, I mean if you go look at an APR catalog, pretty much every part that you can get from them is on this car. And what does that mean? Well, it means that this car comes stock with about 290 horsepower. Well, right now, this car has about 400 horsepower and about 400 pound-feet of torque. So starting around the back, we obviously have the APR catback exhaust. So it is a valved exhaust, so when you're on it, the valves open, or when you put it into race mode, the valves open up and it is louder. It is a very, it's a very high quality exhaust. I don't know how well you guys can see that under there, but the welds are really, really nice on it, and it does give the back a pretty aggressive look, kind of to go with the diffuser there. So loving the exhaust. It's, like I said, it's not overly loud, it's actually fairly quiet, but like I said, since the car isn't like a 2JZ or something, you know, that's okay. Now, if we open up the hood, this car has the APR oil catch can, it has the APR carbon fiber intake, it has the APR boost hoses, which you can't see. It also has the APR turbo inlet, which you also can't really see, it's all down there. It has the APR catless downpipe right there. It's kind of glowing because we just got done driving. It looks pretty cool if I do say so myself. It also has the APR intercooler, which you guys probably, it's down there somewhere. The intercooler on these are pretty hidden, but it does have an APR intercooler as well. To go along with that, it has their DSG tune for the transmission, as well as it's running the Stage 2 93 octane high torque map. So basically, this guy did all that stuff to the car, and it was about a year they had it like this. So all of these parts are about a year old, and now obviously if you go on their website, you'll see how much all of that costs. And I got a great deal on this car. So that is the main reason, obviously, why I went to Georgia and kind of scooped this car up like that. Just because literally it has all of the parts that I would want to put on the car. It already had it done, so it was a hard deal to pass up. Even with all of those mods done, I was still able to get this car below what the Kelley Blue Book for a private party sale was. Now we're going to be doing a ton more with this car. We're going to be taking this car to the drag strip. We're going to be doing a lot of different videos with this car, showing off the APR Stage 2 stuff. Primarily we're going to be focusing on the exterior of the car because it is so stock. So we're definitely going to be, you know, giving this car a nice stance and doing some nice aero to it to make it the most aggressive Golf that we can. And of course, you know we have to test the 0 to 60 because APR claims a 0 to 60 in about 3.5 seconds, which, hey, it's a hatchback, guys. It's a hatchback that does 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. 5 years ago, that was straight up supercar territory, okay? And even to this day, it's still really fast. So we're gonna test that out. So that's mainly all I wanted to focus on in this video, guys. I know it's kind of a short one. I kind of just want to do more explaining of why I bought the car and what's done to the car to show you guys where we're going to go from here. So that's pretty much it. Those of you who congratulated me in getting the car, thank you for all that. I really appreciate your support. And that's gonna do it for this one, guys. I thank all of you for watching. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what else you would like to see done to the Golf R. And as usual, guys, we will catch all you on the next video. Peace.